Well, greetings, BCOT247 students. This is Mr.D. This is week number 11 in our 14-week class in business communications here at Cerritos College, and we are wrapping it up and winding up pretty quickly here. And so there's some important things that I need to go over with you, most notably getting you signed up for a mock interview. And I'm going to explain that in great detail in this particular video. But first thing I'm going to do is share my screen. And here we are on our homepage in Canvas. I'm going to go ahead and enter our course, BCOT247. And then, of course, I'm going to come down here and go ahead and select module number 2, which actually we're in module number 3 starting today. So we just finished module number 2, and now we're heading into module number 3, which is week number 11. So, of course, you have a check-in assignment. We're going to be looking at Chapter 13 this week, which is employment communications. You're going to be talking and looking at writing a resume, or writing a cover letter, and how all this employment communication things take place. And so you have some questions on Chapter 13. You have the PowerPoint provided, which you may want to review before doing your quiz. You have a quiz on Chapter 13, and then you have your writing assignment number 5, which is a cover letter. Now, very, very important. Your cover letter is going to be come out of your job search, which is the discussion post that you also will start today. The discussion post is basically to do a career search for a job that you think you qualify for, or that you will qualify for once you get your degree. And so you're going to basically find a job that you can get when you get your degree, and then you're going to write a cover letter on that job. So that's kind of the idea. So start with your discussion post. Find 3 jobs on 3 different job sites, so they can't all be on Indeed or all be on Monster. Make sure you maybe one from Monster, one from Indeed, one from the website of a company. Make sure they're from 3 different sites and 3 different jobs, but 3 jobs that you would like to apply for. And then you're going to select one of those 3, and you're going to write your cover letter this week, and you're going to write your resume next week for those jobs. And then you're also going to be interviewed if you choose to be interviewed for that job. And if you don't choose to be interviewed and you choose to interview somebody else, then they're going to provide you their resume and cover letter so that you can review that before you interview them. And I'll explain that in a minute here when we get to the mock interview assignment. But that's it for this week. So make sure that you start your discussion post first, and then do your get your cover letter done. And then next week, like I said, you're going to also be doing your resume. And then the following week, we're going to start doing mock interviews. So the way we're going to end this class is we're going to end it with mock interviews. And I just want to say this about the mock interviews. This is a very simple way to earn a quick 200 points. If you choose not to do the mock interview, as much as that may feel good to you, you're going to have to do a 5-page business report, because that's typically what I would do in this class. But I'm substituting the mock interviews. And I think the mock interviews are more valuable. And so I really highly encourage you to do it. You will need to be able to log into Zoom at a certain time. And I'm going to give you 8 different times that you can do that over the next 2 weeks. So you have different options, some in the day, some at night, some on the weekend. So you can pick whichever one you can make it to. You don't have to do any more than one. Just pick one of the 8 that you can make it to. You will need to log in with your computer, and you need to participate in an online live interview, and we're going to basically make it all up. And the person who's going to be interviewed, if you want to be interviewed, that's great. Maybe you have a job coming up that you'd like to be practice the interview for, or if you don't want to be interviewed, you'll be interviewing somebody else. So you'll be creating some questions for them, and I'll provide. Really, only need to come up with one question. I'm going to have you make 2 questions, and then I'm going to provide one for you. So everybody gets asked. Every person asks 2 questions, ideally, to each person being interviewed, and then you're done. And I'm just going to grade you on how well you presented the question and how creative your question was, and all that. And it's a really quick and easy way to make 200 points and to participate. And I think the experience is worth the value of the points. So I really want to highly encourage you to not neglect this, and to sign up right away to get a time that works best for you. And if you have any issues technologically speaking, let me know. Maybe we can work it out where, there's a time that you could do it, maybe when you're at school or something, and use the school computer. I don't really know. Or maybe you can borrow somebody's computer for just this particular assignment. But either way, I'm giving you some options. So the ones that are available right now is Tuesday the 23rd, Wednesday the 24th. The 23rd, by the way, is at 4:30 p.m. The 24th on Wednesday is at 6 p.m. Thursday during the day at 12:45 p.m. and then Saturday during the day at 10 a.m. That's all the 2 weeks from now. And then 3 weeks from now, which is the last week or the week before the last week, is going to be your 4 other options. But those I've not posted yet because I haven't selected the days and times. But again, there'll be probably 1 or 2 at night, 1 or 2 during the day, and 1 on the weekend. So I have 8 altogether that you can choose from. And you only need to choose 1. So pick the one that works for you. If none of the ones I've posted yet work for you, be watching because I'll be making these other ones live here in the next couple of days. So that's very important. You can read the assignment instructions if you want to be interviewed. It talks about getting your resume and cover letter ready and sending it to everybody who's going to interview you. You can just post it here in the assignment. If you're going to interview somebody, then you're going to be looking at their resume and their cover letter, and you're going to be creating some questions for them based off of what you read in the job description and what you read in the resume and cover letter. So anyway, that's kind of the idea. We did it last semester. It went really well. It was a lot of fun. The students got the most out of it, and it was a lot easier than having to write a 5-page business report. So I'm just telling you, make every effort to participate in this assignment, and it'll be the quickest and easiest way for you to get done with the class, as well as give you some skills that will be very valuable to you to know. So that's pretty much it for this week. Let me go back to our modules. We're looking at week 11. So again, you have a check-in assignment, you have a quiz, you have start the discussion post of your job search, and then write your cover letter. Those are your assignments for this week. So have a great week. If you have any questions or issues or concerns, you can meet me during my office hour at Cerritos College, which is at 12:30 to 1:30 on Tuesdays. And you can use the office hour link in the homepage to meet me in there. So have a great week, everybody, and I